venue of being an elevated expressway to then have the vibrancy of the city 360 degrees around you.
Well, the Tokyo Midnight Club, which was like this illegal race club back in the day where people wanted to hit 300 kilometers an hour in the city.
We did a drive from Bangkok to Stuttgart. 5 Porsches, 14 countries, 22,000 kilometers in 2 months.
You've got to have self-expression and break some rules.
Hey friends, welcome to Luftgekühlt in Tokyo. And now I'm here in the center of Tokyo. This is set at an obsolete piece of motorway called the Tokyo Expressway KK line, which is in the center of Tokyo, but a piece of motorway that gives you this banked racetrack feeling. Apparently this area was used for illegal street racing back in the 80s, and now it's the scene where all these Porsches are presented. Follow me and look at some cars and meet some really interesting people. Thank you for watching. The big fortune to run into Ken Harker that I spoke to recently in the Prototype Museum in Hamburg, and he said he was going to go to Luftgekühlt, and I kind of felt pressured by you. I better go as well. You had like a hard time getting here. It's almost like a biblical test for you to actually come.
I put it in the Porsche God's hands if I could make it here or not, but now I'm here now, so everything is good. Third ticket.
First Dubai,
one got cancelled.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the war, the war.
I was looking at the flight here. You fly in between Ukraine and Iran. I was just like, all right, for an hour and a half, let's put some prayers up here real quick.
Inshallah.
But we're here. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Let's sneak up on the 910 because at the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart they have a bodywork of one of these hanging, like it's fiberglass and balsa, and it weighs next to nothing. And back then in the years of Targa Florio and stuff, this was
I think there's
like
sub 700 kilos. I think.
Yeah. Which is really half of it is engine and gearbox must be almost half.
Like that's kind of what's missing today, right? Like the cars are getting heavier and heavier, and we want them light. And with not that, you don't need 600 horsepower if your car weighs 700 kilos, right?
No, that was the credo of Lotus, Colin Chapman. Add lightness.
Yeah, add lightness. Exactly.
All the others would tune until they broke, and
100%. 100%.
Just make it lighter. What do you see when you look at it? I mean, what's your fascination?
I see the lineage of like what came before and what came after.
Yeah.
So like the 904 that came before this, and 906, 908, like all those cars. 904 GTS being one of my all-time favorites too.
Oh, mine as well.
Yours as well, right?
There's an ultra minimalistic one down there, which is amazingly simple.
This is the silver one?
Yeah. Just completely basic.
So this is the lineage, right? This is where what came out of it, and unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but like this lineage kind of got stopped, like even though they were all race cars, but something like this never really made it into mass production. I don't know if that's something for the future for Porsche, to ever build something non-911, non-Cayman, non-Boxster.
That's a great idea.
Something 904, 96, 908,
900 kilo car with a little 918. We're dreaming. Now we're going to cruise and we're going to have sushi and Japanese beers, and you and I are going to meet soon in Petro-Surf.
Yeah, coming up last weekend of June.
Yeah, let's
see you there.
Did you sell all the tickets?
Tickets sold out in 45 seconds.
All right, so
I'm very honored, that it's
so there's no point in me promoting it. It's already fully successful.
But the main festival day will remain free of charge, so I'm stoked. If anybody wants to come out and see us. No ticket needed for the Saturday.
Ken Harker, always a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you for taking your time. I'll see you on the beach. Ja, mange tak.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
I'm the visual person of all this show, so the visuals are important, but also the ideals and everything. I mean, Pat comes up with a lot of great ideas that I get to interpret, but I have spent my life in filmmaking. I direct television commercials all over the world and films, and so taking a brand like Luftgekühlt, the idea of air-cooled cars, everything from 1999 and earlier, and making it visual is what I do in my real life, so this is a natural thing. What I love about this particular event is we're on an elevated expressway.
How did you find that? Is it always not a road? Or
well, that's a story on its own, but I was going to say that this venue of being an elevated expressway to then have the vibrancy of the city 360 degrees around you, and then park cars, have static cars sitting here that are works of art all gathered together in one area of storytelling of air-cooled, Luftgekühlt. It really is something that feels a great contrast. I love how this is a period of time, celebrating a period of time against a city that is constantly evolving and changing.
Wow, it's a beautiful spot. Is it always like this?
Yeah, this particular expressway is very, for this particular expressway, it's a very important time of that expressway. This expressway is being closed down, and it's going to be built into, if you've ever been to New York City, the High Line, the walking High Line that's there that is on the old railway, they're turning this into that. So we're in about a 1-year window of being able to do this, so that we are here at past the time that they closed it, but before the time it became a walkway and a big construction zone.
So it's quite rustic, and but it has a banking, and it gives like a race car raceway feeling.
And you know, street racing in Japan is folklore. You know, it's amazing all the stories that come out of this. And this particular section of road was one of the most famous sections of road for street racing. So, for instance, at the other end where we have the 962s all together and the race cars, we also have a police car sitting there. This was the big corner, that corner that they raced through. And so putting all the race cars in there and contrasting it with a 912 police car is pretty cool.
Great.
Every region we go into in the world, there is a different car culture and a different focus on things. I think when you go to California and look at the car culture, it's very much self-expression. And so, you know, every car has a little touch of who, you know, owns it and what they do with it. I very much am a purist of originality. I really like to drive a car from 1955 that drives exactly like it did in 1955. I don't need 200 horsepower or anything like that. But there are people that just absolutely love modifying, or, you know, kind of giving their car a little different, you know, presence around, but that reflects them. But here I've been struck with how good the cars are. The cars are really beautiful, and the collection of RSs that we have here, which are both 964 and 993, they are a stronger group of RSs than I've seen anywhere in the world. So it's special to see that. But what I like here is that this is something. This is the biggest gathering of air-cooled cars these people have, and it's really fun to watch the owners of the cars all come together, a lot of them for the first time, and getting to share their cars with each other. It has gotten a little too bad that we've gotten precious with our cars. My early 53 Prie all summer long has a canoe on the roof, and we go canoeing with it. I have 2 big dogs, they ride in the back, and we all go canoeing. So for me, that's the way it is.
Hey guys, I was fortunate just to meet Patrick Long running in and out of the VIP tent. And Patrick, thank you for coming out and saying hello. I had the pleasure of your company in California, which is now, I'd say the other day, but it's now 2 months ago, but that was very inspiring. And the whole California scene just knocked me off my feet. There's so much liberty and freedom and fun and playfulness in the cars. And we kind of discussed that as well. I see the European scene gravitating towards originality and, you know, matching numbers and no mileage and stuff. The California scene was very crazy, free driving, hot rodding, outlawing. Now we're in Japan. What's your take on it? Before I give you my take, let's hear your take.
I mean, the level of car and the level of personality in each car, even a car that's completely original, still has that Japanese touch point. My interpretation of it is whatever this culture is into, they put every last thousandth of a detail into what they're trying to achieve. And the individualization of some of the resto mod stuff and the hot rods, I mean, it really lives up to the reputation of Tokyo and Japan.
Yeah. Because I think I mentioned to you, I have a background in fashion, and within fashion, it's always been like, now Japan is something special. They just have such attention to detail. And now I come here and see the car, and I think it's not prejudice. It's just the thing. It's like a fact. It's their national heritage, maybe. I don't know, but the cars are amazing.
Cars are amazing. The vibe is great. I'm not used to how quiet it is. Like last night, we were here at 11 o'clock, and you could hear a pin drop. It's Friday night in Ginza, in the middle of Tokyo, and it's just completely silent. And so it's super peaceful right now, but everybody's stoked. We're seeing people from 20 different countries that have decided to travel into Tokyo for this weekend, and it's kind of turned into a 5-day event, first time out. So we were joking at the Type 7 party a couple nights ago that we might just have to do this every few years and let it grow.
This venue, Jeff already explained it to me, but I mean, this is fantastic. It's like a cutout of a racetrack with a bank turn in the center of Tokyo. We're elevated 10 meters above, the populace down there. And I mean, how the hell did you find that?
So I was introduced to Kohei Takada over a decade ago through a mutual friend, Sean Kickenhofer, and we started talking about bringing the idea of Luftgekühlt to Tokyo. And I've been in touch with him and touring this city multiple times, multiple trips. And when this one came up, I knew we had our show. And that was about a year ago. We sat down, he showed me the deck, and I said, look, I'll fly over, but I can already tell that this is what we need to do. And the idea is to give people a unique experience, something we've never done before, and this was almost too good to be true.
Do you have a favorite, car-wise that is, not human-wise, but car-wise? Is there one car here that you think, I gotta go back and just look at it again?
I haven't even slowed down to absorb the cars yet, but there's like a Bassboat Metal Flake Silver 964 that has this amount of flake in it that is, I've never seen anything like it. It's like 40 times more strong. There's a green 964 NGT. I think it might be one of the Macau cars, just pristine. And then there's like a Mary Stewart orange RSR that's sort of an inspired racing car that it's orange and it's over in the toll booth. And that car is a hero of mine from observing afar online. And I don't follow many air-cooled cars, but that's one car that just caught my eye through some posting about 5 years ago, and I'm glad they're here. I haven't met the owner yet, but they signed up and brought their car.
Now we play with this prejudice that the Japanese people are very attentive to detail and they're very polite. Down there is a couple of those, what I perceive as the ultra-Japanese cars, like very low, very wide.
Yeah.
What do you have a take on that idea? Is it just me, or is that like a Japanese thing?
The rotiform guys have been a thread inside of Luft since Luft 1. I remember a few of them hit me up from Redondo Beach, and the names are slipping my mind right now, but they rolled through, and I had never seen a stance crew where they're, huge dish wheels and super slam 964s, and I'm guessing that a lot of that inspiration came from Tokyo.
Drift Tokyo scene.
So I love the look of those cars. I think it's totally unique, and it's funny how outlandish and wild that looked a decade ago, but now it's pretty common and it's super clean, and I like it. I think you've got to have self-expression and break some rules.
I just ran into, believe it or not, in the restrooms with Mr. Yasto Yamada, and you're not officially a part of this. You're just a Tokyo Porsche enthusiast.
Yes, I live in Tokyo.
Yeah, but your car is here. Tell me, how did your car become part of this show?
This car I bought for my customer first time 38 years ago. I found this car in America, California. So he recommended me, this car you find in America, you have to continue to owner. This car is your responsibility, he said.
So you bought it back?
Yeah, I bought it last year.
Wonderful. Let's just walk around it because this is a 911S. So it's the 180, 190 horsepower Google Fisher injection.
Yes.
It's obviously with the Ölklappe.
Yeah.
And then you showed me, Mr. Yamada, that it has the very special Recaro interior. You don't see those every day. It's very rare.
Yeah, very rare.
It was an expensive upgrade to have the sports seats.
Yeah. So I'm really honored such a good memory, and also really happy to own this, such a car.
It's a fantastic piece of history, and now it's on exposition here in the central of Tokyo, and we met in the restroom. I think it's fantastic, Mr. Yamada. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Come on, check this out.
And now we're running into Stefan, one of my big heroes. I just never met you before. I didn't know you were my hero.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks. Yeah, nice being here. I'm Stefan.
Stefan makes these wonderful magazines called Curves.
Yeah.
I hope you have them, and I use them as an inspiration for my Alp trips. And how did you come about that, Stefan? I had this idea that you were a bicycle man.
No, actually I had a design agency, and out of fun I drove my cars in the mountains because, at home, family, in the office, a lot of work and people, and the car is freedom.
It's freedom, and it's silent.
It's silent, so it's me time. Hey, let's make a car magazine without cars, where the road is the sightseeing. So that's how it started. Get out and drive,
Yeah, that's what we say. That's what our big Magnus head hero always says. Get out and drive.
I have a nice book out. I did it with some Thai people. We did a drive from Bangkok to Stuttgart.
Bangkok to Stuttgart?
Yes, 5 Porsches, 14 countries, 22,000 kilometers in 2 months.
Mamma mia!
Yeah, you can do it. It's very easy.
Just follow the book.
Ja. Nike says just do it, do it.
Do it. Danke, Stefan.
Gerne.
Wunderbar. Du steckst ja meine Hand rein und dann haben wir diesen Handshake of Freundschaft.
Ja.
Wunderbar. Danke.